Hello everybody, so this is a video on how I'm going to bring my old unit back to life or revamp it. And I made this unit a while ago. I have a video on it. My cousin asked me for a unit and I decided to give her this unit, and so I do have a video of how I colored it and made it, so I will link that down below. So here we go. Alright, so we're going to use the Argan Oil Morocco shampoo and also the Argan Oil Morocco conditioner, and we're going to use a deep conditioner silicone mix. Alright, so we're basically going to rinse off any other residue that is on the unit, and then we're going to apply the shampoo and we're going to lather it, and I'm going to do this twice. And it's the Organix, as you guys can see, and I'm going to lather it on. And I really went in especially at the top of the closure because I did wear it before and I had some glue residue at the top, got to be glued, so I had to really thoroughly wash it to make sure that it was not on the closure anymore. So this is why I washed it twice. And the second time I do it, after I rinse it out, I do give it a thorough rinse because that is the last time I'm shampooing it. I'm going to only shampoo it twice, so I'm going to make sure that I thoroughly rinse it the second time. Alright, now we're going to apply the conditioner, and I'm just basically going to use this as a rinse out conditioner. I'm going to leave it on for like 5 minutes, and I'm doing this because the hair is color treated, so I want to make sure that it doesn't, dry out or anything of the case. And now I'm rinsing it out. Now I'm going to take my deep conditioner, the silicone mix, and I'm going to apply it to the unit very thoroughly. And then I'm going to, as you guys will see in a little bit, I'm going to put it into a plastic cap and I'm going to let it sit for 30 minutes so the conditioner can be in there. And I'm detangling it first to get all the tangles out and making sure that it's smooth because it was curled, and plus I'm washing it, so I want to make sure that all the tangles are out. So definitely be very careful at this part, especially at the closure part. You want to make sure that you're very, very careful. And there is shedding, of course, not too much, but there is some shedding. And you always want to comb or brush your unit while it is wet with some type of product on it to make the detangling process easier for you. And again, I will be leaving the conditioner on for 30 minutes in a plastic cap to ensure that it gets conditioned nicely and gets soft because it is color treated. Alright, so now the 30 minutes is up and I'm thoroughly going to rinse the unit off. And the water that I use is kind of like warm water. It's not hot and it's not too cold, so it's kind of like a warm temperature. And again, I am making sure that all the tangles are out, so I am detangling once again. And it's up to you if you want to, detangle it again. But I decided to do that because this is the final wash. Alright, now I am blow drying. I know you see this old school blow dryer. Can you believe I had this blow dryer for a long time? I'm like, wow. My sister just found it and I was like, oh my goodness. So yeah, it's the Clairol blow dryer. So I'm blow drying it. Usually I let my unit dry for a day, but I didn't this time because my cousin was coming to get it, and so I decided to let it dry probably for an hour, air dry for about an hour. So I didn't have to blow dry it that long because I did let it dry for about an hour or two prior to blow drying it. So when I did the blow drying, it was, you know, fairly quick to blow dry. So that's why. But usually I do let my units sit for a day to dry, to air dry, especially because I don't want it to, you know, especially if it's curly, because I don't want it to have any type of heat damage. But you guys will see I'm going to put, you know, but anyway, sorry. Yeah, so we're going to cut the hair here. And just to let you guys know that I am not a hairstylist. I'm not a cosmetologist. I am not a professional. So the way that I'm cutting this hair is the way I'm cutting this hair. Okay. So I don't want nobody coming at me telling me you cut it wrong and this and that and the other thing. Okay, don't worry about what I'm doing. You do you, boo-boo, okay? This is what I'm doing, and I've been watching some YouTube channels and things of that sort, and this is what I learned from there, okay? So, just make sure that you know when you comment down below, you know. So, yeah, I already know, all right? So, I'm not a professional. I'm not showing you how to cut it. I'm showing you how I cut it. Okay. All right. So that's basically about that. So yeah. So just to get that out the way, you know, because you know how some people be doing. But anyway, so I'm just basically cutting a few inches off because she didn't want it as long, because I believe this unit was 16 inches. So yeah, that's basically about that. So yeah. So I am going to cut this here. It does look uneven, but I will even it up. Do not worry about that. Okay. All right, so I'm continuing to cut and making sure that everything is even, and I'm cutting everything evenly. And again, I'm not a professional. All right, so everything is even, as you guys could see here. So now it's time to get into the styling part, where we are going to put some nice bouncy juicy curls in. All right, so now we're going to use the cheese straightening guard. Okay, and I'm just going to put it all over the hair, just sparingly. I don't want to put too much of it, but this is just to protect it from the heat, because again, this is a real unit and it's also color treated, and I don't want the hair to dry out or be like straw or feel like straw. So I am being very cautious with this. I don't want any damage to it. It's already colored, so yeah. All right, so now we are going to use this curling wand, and when you're using a curling wand, please be careful. Usually people use the glove. I don't think a glove came with this. If it did, I lost it, but I don't think it did. And I forgot what brand this is. If you guys want to know, I'll put it down in the description bar below. But again, just please be careful, because these curling wands do get really hot. So I could have used a glove, but again, I don't think this came with a glove, and you know, I'm all right. You just have to be careful with it, okay? And every time you do a section, make sure you hold it in your hand for a little bit and then let the curl go, so the curl can be a little tight. All right, unless you want loose curls, or you just want, you know, really loose curls. But if you want that tight look, or want it to look tight and probably fall later, this is what you would do, okay? And I learned this from someone here on YouTube. You know, you hold it for a little bit, and then again, you will let it go. And if your hand or anything is too sensitive to heat, then please do not do that. Get a glove and do it. All right, so that's just basically it about that. So I want you guys to enjoy the music while I just sit here and wand curl this hair, and I might be back. I'm not sure, but we shall see. And that's basically about that. So you guys enjoy the music. All right, y'all, I am back. I'm going to spray the unit with the olive oil spray just to give it some type of sheen. All right, and this is optional. If you don't have olive oil, you can use something else, but I'm using this just to get that final touch and that nice little sheen. And that's just basically it. And you have some nice bouncy, beautiful, colorful, golden curls. And that's it. Again, if you guys want to see the video of how I made this unit, please check the video down below in the description box. And that's basically it about that, you guys. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you learned something. And if you didn't like it, you press the X and keep it moving. And that's just basically about that, you guys. All right. So I tried my best, as you guys could see. I guess I did decent. Okay. All right. If you have any questions, comment below. That's market. Thank you for watching. Peace. Bye.